Hello and welcome to the first part of a playthrough of a game that is very near and dear to my heart. It is Army Sarge's Heroes for the Nintendo 64. I also think this game was on PlayStation 1, but I've never played that version. I don't know if it's any different. Anyways, this game is special to me because it's the first video game that I ever owned that was like my own video game. We had other N64 games, of course, but this one was the only one that was mine. And I believe I bought it with my own money, so it's probably the first game I ever bought as well. And I want to say I bought it at Funkoland, but I could be wrong about that. It's got a sticker on it. I'm playing this on an N64. That wasn't obvious enough. It's got a sticker on it that's been torn off, so I can't really tell where we got it from. But I do remember that this is the first game I ever owned, probably shortly followed by Pokemon Silver. But anyways, let's just get right into this. I've been wanting to replay this game for quite a while. The last time I did play it was right when I was in high school as a junior, so like 10 years ago. And it's the last time I made a serious attempt to beat it. I got to pretty close to the end, but I didn't actually finish it. I think actually if I go to load game, even though it's been like 10 years since I played. Yep, here we go. This is where I left off, which is pretty cool. I don't know, this game has a password system, but it also remembers where you were. And here I was at the living room, but this is one of the last levels in the game, so we're not going to do this. Let's quit. Anyways, let's do this. This game is... Actually, I should put this on full screen so I can see a little bit better. There we go. This game is, as you can tell, a third-person shooter. Oh, I just went to the same... Oh, no. Never mind. Okay, yeah, this is the first level. It's a third-person shooter, and it's very... Well, it's very clunky, to say the least. It's an old game, so you gotta give it some... you gotta forgive it a little bit, and it might actually take me a little while to get used to these controls, because they are kind of bizarre. But yeah, this game and this series are very nostalgic to me. Mostly this game. I've played the other games in the Army Men series. Like I have Army Men Sarge's Heroes 2. I used to play Army Men Air Combat a lot, and I have the one on GameCube. Okay, it's Z to shoot, as you can tell. Yeah, this is going to take a little while to get used to, but that's okay. This is the first level. It's not really hard. I know what to do and where to go. You pretty much just have to go to that X over there, really. It's not a very complicated game by any means. Okay, this is how we do reticle aiming. There we go. Brilliant. And yeah, I was considering playing this on emulator, but I don't know, I was having some issues with it. I've always had issues historically with Nintendo 64 emulators, especially, I don't know, the controls. Like I was playing, I tested it out a little bit, and the controls just didn't feel right to me. I'm sure there's some settings I could probably tweak to fix that. Okay. I got some tan soldiers over there. There we go. Now there is kind of an auto aim feature. It's still a little clunky, but again, we'll get used to it. You can see an enemy on the map. Oh, okay, he just went away. So yeah, we're just gonna play through this game, relive a little bit of childhood nostalgia, I guess. And I'll probably try to do just one level per episode, so however many levels there are. I don't really remember. Probably like 10 or 12. Some of them I remember, though, are actually pretty long. Especially towards the later parts of the game. I remember the levels being pretty long. And kind of difficult, too. So, let's see. Oh, one of my green buddies. Oh, well. Anyway, it's probably best that I play this on the original hardware. Just because, like I said, this game is very special to me, and I like playing it on the original cart. Hopefully we won't have any problems, though, with that. As far as, like, my N64 freezing or something like that. That would be very terrible. Oh, I think I just shot my own guy. That's okay. Friendly fire happens, and it's alright if it's an accident. So there's another weapon here, if I could just pick it up. Okay. So let me see, what other controls are there? Kill these guys first. So we got another machine gun, got some grenades. Gotta throw these, you got a little, like, reticle thing you can move around and tell you where the grenade's gonna go. You can, like, dive, I think. There we go. You can dive and roll around on the ground. I don't know if this is really something you want to do, though. I remember that moving and shooting is usually the best way to get through situations like this. Oh, but that's a tank over there. There are tanks in this game, and they are pretty deadly, but they're not too bad to deal with if you have the right weapons. Which there is a bazooka right here. I was going to say something pretty cool right now when I pick this up. I don't even know if that was audible. But he said, "Party time." Let's see. So, the basic story of this game is we're playing as Sergeant. I don't think he has an actual name. And we're fighting the Tans. What more do you need to know? Plastro is the bad guy, and I think most of the levels in this game involve us rescuing our other commandos or squad mates, whatever you want to call them. They all have names. Each one has like a specific weapon and personality. Like one's a bazooka guy, one's a flamethrower guy, one's like a sniper guy. That tank is turning right towards me. So that's okay. It's dead. So yeah. I really just need to get used to the controls of this game. Very clunky, as I said. That's really about it. And the worst part about Army Men Sarge's Heroes 2 is they completely changed the controls. Like I got that game kind of around the time I was playing this game last. I didn't actually play Army Men Sarge's Heroes 2 before. Thank you guys for just standing there. I know I said this game was difficult, but it doesn't really look like it based on the AI here, but rest assured it does get pretty difficult later on. This run and gun strategy doesn't always work. Especially when you start encountering guys with other weapons. Not just these basic soldiers. And more tanks and helicopters. Oh god. I remember there's one level where you're in like in this game you kind of traverse in between the Army Men world, which is like their world, obviously. Where everything's like their size, normal size, and you go in between this world and like the real worlds where you're tiny, real, like green army men. Which is a cool little gimmick. But I remember one level in particular later on where you're in a garden bed. I think I could jump up here. I can. And there's some soldiers here, which are conveniently facing the other direction. I know it's kind of hard to tell because they just look like pixelated messes from up here, but oh well. The only upside to playing on emulator would have been that this game would have looked a lot nicer, but oh, that was weird. They died, but then they died again. Okay. So there's really nothing else to do. I'm trying to think if there's anything else to really mention mechanic-wise or about this game. I really don't know. I don't know that much about this game, to be honest. It's just a game that I really like, and I'm really nostalgic for. But again, I haven't played it in like 10 years. There's also like mines and stuff. You could do mine sweeping. There's quite a few other weapons. I think there's, let's see, give this sniper rifle a try. The multiplayer on this game is pretty fun too, I think. But I don't have any friends, so we won't be able to see that. Let's see. I'm being shot, but I've got plenty of health. I believe there's going to be another tank up ahead somewhere. Well, actually, I remember what we're trying to do. That right there, that's Colonel Grimm. He's like the leader of the green forces. We're trying to rescue him. And then get to the helicopter at the end of the level. So Here's a little cutscene. When I was a kid, I used to pronounce the word colonel like colonel, because I didn't know any better. Alright. And the music has gone away. It's eerily quiet. Oh, we're being shot at. I think Colonel Grimm can actually die here if I'm not careful. And then I'll lose the game. There we go.
Good to go.
Good to go. So again, aiming can be a little difficult. Okay. There we go. Usually if you aim in like the general direction, it will kind of point at him, but yeah. Clunky game from like 1998, 1999. I don't even know when this game came out. Oh, there's a tank. I'm gonna kill that tank before going further that way. I should be able to hit him. I think I hit him. I've got a lot of rockets, so I want to say the guns on the ground actually do respawn, but I actually don't know that for certain. Okay, any minute now. Yes, okay, so we should be pretty much home free. I feel like I should have done the boot camp. So we're in a minefield here. Well, we found a mine over there to the left. It's pretty simple, you just gotta walk through it. I don't think I've ever hit a mine while doing this.
Good to go.
You know, I think I will probably do the boot camp after this, just for fun, and to add a little bit more since this level is pretty much done. It's only been like 10 minutes. But the levels do get longer. That's one thing I remember. The levels are pretty long later on. But this first one, there's not really much to it. Plus the boot camp will give me a chance to actually refresh myself on some of the controls a little bit. Anyways. Okay, well, we're inside the helicopter. Sergeant Hawk, okay, he does have a name. For some reason I just remember him being the sergeant. Nothing else. Oh, actually, I might have inadvertently started the next level. Okay. Let's not do this. I kind of feel sad because I just overwrote my previous save game, but oh well. This game has a password system anyway, so it's not like I couldn't just get back to where I was. So let's go run through this real quick, just for fun. I used to actually play around a lot here in this little boot camp section of the game. There's not really much to do here. There's a bunch of little shooting ranges and stuff. You can get acquainted with all the weapons. Definitely should have started the series with this instead of just playing the level, whatever. I'm not going to go through all of these anyways. Maybe I'll showcase some of the weapons that I didn't get a chance to use in the initial level. Like here's the Bazooka Range. And there's a little live fire section at the end too. We'll get to explore one of the not so great elements of this game, which is the platforming, which I don't really remember being too abundant, but there are definitely times where you have to... Oh, here we go, the Flamethrower, one of my favorites. It's fun to just kind of run around like this, blow myself up. Oh. There goes the Sarge. I didn't actually expect to blow myself up there. Is there any other weapons I didn't actually get a chance to use yet? I don't think so. Because we used the sniper rifle, there's a shotgun. I didn't actually use it, but that's pretty self-explanatory. Well, there is actually like dynamite. Don't know where it is though. Marksmanship range. Nobody wants that. I think there's 2 sections of weapons stuff, so it might be in the other section.
Oh,
Get the flamethrower out for fun. This is the shotgun range. I do really like the feel of the shotgun and the sound it makes. Okay, so let's go this way. Okay, well, might be a little bit more difficult to stand in front of this lever than I had anticipated. Oh, here's the obstacle course. Ah, I forgot to go see Vicky. Oh well. Oh, I've only got a minute and a half. Okay, I just kind of moonwalked there for a minute. Don't know how I did that. Yeah, we can strafe. That's actually pretty important. Okay. I don't know what the hell just happened, but sure. How do you... Okay, yeah, okay, I kind of forgot about this mechanic, but this is actually really useful when you're running and gunning, from what I remember. So this kind of stuff isn't really... Oh, it's the mud, that's what did it. I guess stepping in the mud immediately makes the sergeant fall over. Okay, there we go. Yeah, the real problem is when you need to actually jump in between platforms and stuff. Here's Colonel Grimm, who was at the beginning of the obstacle course. Oh, I guess he could have gone this way. I was gonna say, how did he get here before us? But there was another door. Let's see. Okay. Is this the... Ah, the explosives range, okay. Again, pretty self-explanatory, you just put it down. And I want to say it's time-based, so I should probably move. Is it gonna blow up? There we go. I don't really recall ever actually using these. Grenade. Already showed those off. There are mines too, actually, that are more useful for killing tanks. There's the mortar, which pretty much works like a grenade, except it's got a lot longer of a range. I can hit stuff like way over there. I don't really remember ever using these too much either, but there might be a couple like instances where I need to take out a tank. That's all I've got. Minefield. Okay, where do I go to advance? I want to go to the live fire thing. I think it's back this way. I also really like the soundtrack in this game. Definitely one of my favorites of the Nintendo 64. What is this? Oh, grenade launcher. Forgot about this one. Again, pretty self-explanatory there. Launches grenades. So this is the live fire thing. Okay, we could just hit the switch instead of jumping over it. That'd be nice. Nope. Okay. This game is over 20 years old. Gotta excuse it a little bit. There we go. Alright. I wonder if these are actually tan soldiers or if they're like green soldiers. Like made up to look like tans. Are these like prisoners of war? If so, I hear a tank. It's not very humane to subject him to this, but yeah. Oh well. The Tans are essentially the Nazis of this world. So they probably deserve it. Okay. I think I just have to jump up this thing. Yeah.
good to go.
Where's that tank? Some platforming here, but this shouldn't be too bad. As long as I actually hit A soon enough and not just run off the edge. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright, let's try to take this out with a more unconventional weapon, since it doesn't seem to actually notice me. I thought it was going to shoot me there. Okay, well I guess one mortar is enough to take out the tank. Even though it's dead, I can still hear it. Okay. Alright, where are we going? Well, just jumped right over that guy, and he still doesn't know that I'm here. I think we're nearing the end, actually. Oh, here we go. Let's break some more rules of the Geneva Convention. I'm assuming that's probably one of them. It's to not light your prisoners of war on fire. But it's just so dang fun. And look, it's playing the heroic music. Just forget that guy. He gets to live. Don't want to kill all of our practice targets. Otherwise, won't have any for next time. Okay. Stop falling in the mud. There we go. Light him on fire. In the name of freedom. Alright, well, I'm not going to replay that. Anyways, this has been Armyman Sarge's Heroes. I'm pretty excited to play this. Next time we'll take on the second level. And I'm sure it'll be a lot of fun. So anyways, thank you for watching. I'll see you then.